Hey Joe, how you doing? Glad you came through. Welcome to the Sugar Love Show, where we have fun. Fun. Grab your friends and dance along. Join the party all night long. Love you for a ride. Buckle up, hold tight. We're gonna ignite. Shake your body to the rhythm. Let the music take control. When the beat drops, you better lose control. We're make memories, create an unforgettable night. Forget about your worries. Let's spread the love and shine so bright. Welcome to the Sugar Love Show, where the energy is high. We're gonna dance the morning light. Feel the music. Through your veins. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Yo, how you doing? Glad you came through. Welcome to the Sugar Love Show, where we have fun. Grab your friends and dance along. Join the party all night long. Get ready for a ride. Buckle up, hold tight. We're gonna ignite. Shake your body to the rhythm. Let the music take control. When the beat drops, you better lose control. We're here to make memories, create an unforgettable night. Forget about your worries. Let's spread the love and shine so bright. Welcome to the Sugar Love Show, where the energy is high. We're gonna dance till the morning light. Feel the music, let it flow through your veins. Come on, everybody, let's have fun. Hey y'all, how you doing? Glad you came through. Welcome to the Sugar Love Show, where we have fun. Grab your friends and dance along. Join the party all night long. Get ready for a ride. Buckle up, hold tight. We're gonna ignite. Shake your body to the rhythm. Let the music take control. When the beat drops, you better lose control. We're here to make memories, create an unforgettable night. Forget about your worries. Let's spread the love and shine so bright. Welcome to the Sugar Love Show, where the energy is high. We're gonna dance till the morning light. Feel the music, let it flow through your veins. Come on, everybody, let's have fun.
Hey y'all, how you doing? Hey Spice, what's up Summer Breeze, Angela, Boss Jackie, what's up Chase? I know guys, don't worry, we is gonna be finished with this subject really soon, right? But we gonna still be digging in that daggone nasty TKO's behind. That's what he like anyway. That's what he like. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get this. We're gonna finish. We're gonna finish with the with the panel we left off with yesterday. Uh-huh. Oh no, not this one.
Boss Life and Lotus.
Yeah, I can start from here. Now I'm gonna start from the other one. Okay. Hold up. Oh, okay. I think this was it. Let me see.
And brainwashed, and I feel like Lotus also I charge. Like I really want them to, know that and like, it's still a thing. Like so I'm gonna go full force with that. I do have to contact them and stuff
Hey,
like that.
Keisha.
I wanna press charge. Like I wanna call them, like I wanna just do it. So I'm gonna contact them very soon. I already told them, but I don't know if it's like another charge on the thing or they're just trying to like add it all in together.
I think you should actually go though. Whatever the trial day is, I think your presence and your testimony being there is gonna. Because when I talked to the police department in Vegas, they told me that there was two options I could do. They said I could either fly there and press charges, or I could write a letter and detailing everything, the dates,
Yeah.
and they will file it for me and get it started. They will reach out to me, but the only thing they said is if I go about it that way, it's going to be a longer process. But I think your presence, if you're able to go there whenever the trial date is, I know it's going to be hard to face him and stuff like that, but you got to be strong through that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Boss Life,
yeah,
we will help you. I don't give a damn what anybody say.
yeah,
We will collect money and get you your ticket and your hotel like I always do. And the fucking app
Yeah.
can turn upside down like they always do. Because for some fucking reason, when we get money, everybody get mad. If you're going on July 9th, I got my hands in it. And you got my word.
Yeah. So okay, hear me. Okay, so I've tried to press the charges. I'm going forward with them. I never said that I was gonna go into like the court. Um, but I do feel like I would
I can go
probably
with
get a
her.
lawyer or something like that. And I don't know.
If you want to
I'm
go,
just
I
like
can go with you. I can go with you. I
yeah, like
can
I'm
go
not
with
scared to
you.
face a judge or something. Like I do think my case will move forward. Like, it's a lot.
July 9th.
Like I don't know what it is. Like there's something about facing a judge. Like I'm gonna just let it all out.
July.
Like
Jesus, boss life. I need you to go. I'm going to help fund that. Me and my girls, and your girls, and Korea's girls, and Cash Boo's girls, and Valley's girl, and all the fucking girls. You taking that trip, boo. Okay? And
yeah, I
that's
do
on
have to
that.
keep contacting them and contact a lawyer and stuff so I could do that. And I appreciate you guys and I appreciate you, Empress, and I will show up. I will show up for myself.
I got you.
That's the
It's
least I
going
could
to
do.
happen. Okay. This is a lot. I feel so bad for you, boss life. I feel bad for all of y'all. I really do. I really do. Jesus. It's like I have nothing to say, honestly, because poor child, just to be by herself amongst all these grown adults and being exploited. Like, I don't know what's going on through Lotus' head. I don't know if he's still just encapsulated by this man or just, but if a man ever parades a young child in front of my face, a young adult, I'm gonna ask him, what the fuck are you doing? And we leaving. And I'm packing your shit. And like, why would she allow him to open your body up like that? And she, and don't, and then there was a piece where you were laying on the
Yeah.
couch.
like that's and you know what, like I hold him accountable before I hold anybody, because
True.
I want to, this is one question I have, like why were we all kind of confused why we were sticking around him? It's, there's a better word than brainwash, and I feel like
Oh God.
Lotus also, even if she did know what was going on, if she knew it was wrong, she was also brought into that. He told her, come here. You know what I mean? So it's just all a whole thing. I have my own personal issues with Lotus. She's very problematic, and she's kind of like a little bit catty when it comes to him, which what started the problem. But it's definitely something of why he has control of all our minds. So I just want him gone.
Well, let me say something in the comments. I done told y'all about being slow in my room. I don't give a fuck how many recordings TKO have of Boss Life calling him. Guess what else she got? She's also have documented proof that he been kicking her ass. Okay? Period. The slow hoes gonna leave my room. Stop bothering the victims.
Even if I'm sure y'all see me calling back to back, what does that got to do with anything?
What
He's
they got to do with the
still
price of damn tea in China?
right. That man beat me for not taking the trash down as fast as he wanted me to, and it came out of nowhere. We were in a good place, good mood, and he just asked me to take the trash down, and I said, "All right, I will." And I think I went and did other stuff, and he was like, "When the fuck you gonna take the trash down?" I said, "Well, if it's that important, you take the trash down." I was like, "Let me finish up." And this nigga beat me, threw trash on me, hit my head, everything. Like broke my work laptop, everything. He didn't give a fuck about my job. He wanted me to quit my job months ago anyway. I had never quit it. I ended up losing it. But yeah, he didn't care if I would have got fired from my job. He don't care because he been wanting me to quit my job.
For
So
real, this man is
I don't
taking y'all
understand
for
why.
every. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I don't understand why. Like I've sent him hundreds of texts back to back to back. I've called that man back. Y'all seen it on the live. Y'all used to get on me when I used to do it on the live. What does that have to do with him beating our asses? I don't
Nothing.
understand the
Has
correlation with that.
nothing. But I want y'all to see what this pattern here. Cash Boo met TKO. He took $8,000 times three, $21,000 from her Bigo wallet. She lost her house. TKO meets Korea. She loses a fucking
She
job
lost her house.
and almost loses her house.
Now,
Damn. Lost her house. I'm telling you, boy, I'm telling you, these narcissistic men will leave you with nothing.
my house was during COVID though, so I don't want to put that on
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Yeah, my house is with my dad and COVID and
Oh,
me.
okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
But you lost your job. You just lost you lost a lot. He
yeah, I did.
dates
Hey,
Valley
Nick.
Girl. This is Valley Girl's story. Valley Girl is disabled because she was injured. She gets a disability check. A disability check. So she can take care of her son. Guess what he told her? Give me that check. I need that check every month.
Say what now? Say what
For
now?
for a veteran, for being a veteran. He wants it. He wants this girl money.
Mm-mm-mm.
He don't give a damn. He don't give a damn.
Nope.
That's all he wants. He's motivated by money. Money will either make him happy or money, if he don't got it and if he feels like he's in a rut, it's going to change his mood completely, completely, completely. And I used to tell him this all the time. Money should not motivate you. Like you pray and you meditate way more than me and Armani. And me and Armani, the most calmest people ever. But you pray and meditate all the time. And it makes no sense. Our anniversary weekend, I think we were talking about moving in again. He knew I was getting a check from my dad and all this other stuff. And He
He
was like,
wanted your
well, when
check.
we no. He didn't want the check. No, he's never asked me for a check or nothing like that. But he said that he was like, when you move in, we're gonna have one account. And I was like, all right, that's cool. And then I was like, well, I was like, I still got to keep my account because I send my mom money every month, right? Me and my brothers, we send my mom money every month. And he was just like, oh, no, no, no. He was like, we'll just send it from my account. I said, no, we're not. I said, I'm going to keep my account that I already have set up with my mom, and that money is going to go to her. And I don't mind putting in for the rest or whatever. Da da da. And that's what started the argument. That's why he tossed my chair. I mean, not my chair, my table. The table didn't break, but the stuff on the whatchamacallit broke. We were about to get into a fight, but thank God, I think he saw how bad I was shaking because I was so nervous. And he saw it and he had calmed down. And I told him he had to go. And that's when he called old girl up.
But
But
he
he
wanted that
does
money
want
for
it.
real.
He wants it.
He wanted
Yeah.
that money. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
Yeah.
wanted the money. He did.
Cashville, what else do you want the people here to know?
Honestly, Mama, can you hear me?
Yes, princess.
Okay. I had to charge my phone, so I wasn't sure. I don't have my headpiece in. I don't know. I realized a lot of things after dealing with him, and I think for me, I was going through a lot of depression. My grandma was my world, so outside of Big O, outside of him, that was so traumatic for me, and that took a long time for me to get through. I was so strong. I was so everything. And when I lost my grandma, I lost my mind. But on a spirituality level,
Mm-hmm.
TKO is an incubus.
Mm.
He's a sex demon. And when I looked at it like that, I just felt a spirit on me. And
Oh, God.
I remember one time I thought that my grandma, I know all your blessings come from God, but I thought that my grandma kind of like blessed me with TKO. I
Oh
thought
my
he
God.
was gonna.
Oh my God.
Sorry. I thought I was finally gonna get what I deserved. I thought I was finally like all my efforts I thought were gonna just make sense. Um, and that was a lot of faith that I had in that situation when I looked at it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So to realize that the devil blesses too, um, just just to destroy you and build himself up. I felt so foolish. I don't blame nobody. Because I'm already a strong person. I consider myself a good judge of character. So I just took accountability for being foolish. That's all I could look at it as. You don't blame the devil for being the devil. You don't blame a hater for being a hater. You don't blame a thief for stealing. You know, you blame yourself for going through certain patterns and not recognizing that you're still in that cycle. So I just think we need to love each other more. That's it. I feel like all the things that you were willing to risk and put together for a man is the same stuff that you should put for somebody that's actually pouring into you, not before they pour into you. And I remember a certain time where I felt like I had to prove myself. I had to show people that I can, you know, you can count on me and stuff like that. I don't know. I beat myself up about it. That's why I didn't want to tell my story. I knew I wasn't going to get my money back. I knew people were going to think whatever they thought.
Exactly. People gonna think, women, stop blaming yourself. I see. This is why you got to tell your story, and no, it's not about sympathy or feeling bad, because people need to hear these warning signs. People need to hear the warning signs. Their stories is just simply saying, hey, take your time because these predators are out there. These predators are out there. And this is how they work. And these girls, that's a shame. We got years and years. I know, right, Nicole? I know, right? I ain't got nothing to snack on though. Shoot. I had me some Brussels sprouts. Some grilled chicken with some Brussels sprouts. And some carrots. I didn't eat too much starch, so I just had that. It was really good. But again, just the point of her speaking of her story, everything, these young women want to cry. If we don't learn nothing else, again, it's not about them. What can you take from what they are saying is the purpose of a lot of them telling their stories. Doesn't matter if you call them stupid, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is that would teach more women stop falling for the okie doke and thinking that when a man tell you we gonna build, we poly, we gonna live together, we're gonna build and do what? We're going to build and do what? I'm supposed to stay in the house and just give you my money? I can't talk to nobody. I can't go out. I can't do nothing. What type of building is this? TKO will be more of a sociopath, right? Because he moves really quick. He moves really quick. He sell you that story and get your money real quick. I don't know how people can part from their money. I don't know. Certain things I would never know. But we're not in their shoes. We won't know. You got plenty of women, even the regular women, taking care of it. Man, right? He want a Bentley. He always want to act like he that man was little ugly self. Was little ugly self. Mm-hmm. Y'all better learn from these nature boys. Y'all better learn from these TKOs. It's a lot of them out there. It's a lot of them out there. Shit. About we, why y'all worrying about growing? Get your own shit. We gonna buy a house. Hey, Miss Rod. No, we ain't gonna get a house. You should. No, we not. Y'all women have to. As soon as men start talking a certain way, y'all gotta learn how to run. Run, run, and run. Okay, okay.
because so many women do want him. So many people do want to be a part of his household. So it's hard to tell the difference, you know, and the way he acts, it's like you don't think he wants you, you know, or the mask doesn't think he wants you. But he really wanted all of us because we were willing. And that's what was so fucked up about it. Because like, why wouldn't you take care of the people who are taking care of you? Why would you like you can't find people that are willing to do some of the things that we did. And if you can, so be it. But I guess that's the purpose for things like this, to hopefully prevent that in the future. But there's still going to be some women that's just going to be like, I'm different. He's not going to do that for me. And if that's how you feel, so be it, baby girl. Go for it.
Exactly.
But proof is in the pudding. I ain't seen him build nobody.
Hello. Hello. Tell it, girl.
But we've seen him break down everybody. Ooh, go on mute from Cash. You talk. That was so. I mean, well spoken, sweetheart. Good job. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Valley girl.
Yes.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I just have one thing to say. Um, do you happen to remember when this man, and I'm so sorry you got wrapped up into that little peppermill fiasco around holiday time, Christmas time, when he got kicked out?
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say thank you to my best friend, to my supporter, to be the one to call in on the restaurant on his bitch ass, and for sending me the goddamn text messages. Thank you. And I hope you got that dessert that the peppermill fucking promised you. I fucking hope so.
Ooh.
Yeah, she was the one to call because she said, fuck him for what the fuck he did to me and you, Cashville. So thank you. And I'm going to text you when I get off of this.
Oh, wow.
And yes, there is charges. And yes, she had to testify her damn self. So thank you for doing your big one. Wow.
You never know who's watching. Go ahead, Cash.
I pray for Armani. And I do feel like Armani is a victim. For whatever reason that she doesn't feel like she has enough support, I pray that God fixes that. But there was one time where I'm not sure what I did wrong. I can't remember. Something he asked me to do, I didn't do.
See, hey, Queen.
Hey, Queen, how are you?
Ah, I'm good. I had to make my snack before I got on. But I know they keep reaching out for Amani, but what they don't understand about Amani, she is the bottom itch. Yeah, they do get beat the most and blamed the most and everything the most. But it don't take away she is fully into it and she is the groomer. Remember when she said we need another girl here, right? I don't know how. I don't know how they do it. God bless them people. Because there ain't no way you gonna be an ex addict. First of all, you got me out there, you got me, and then you want to come stick that thing in me. Oh, that's the most. That's just the thought of it is disgusting. Like they don't have no value for their lives at all. Even that girl said, "Okay, I didn't want to do it, but he had me." I'm like, Y'all just do this. I'm like, they have no value for human life, and it's things are just being spread. Like, and it's like no, it's like they don't care. Like they don't care about themselves enough. This is where we're at now. Not just with them, but this is what's really going on. All this unprotected, that man, they just sticking it in just to point it at. Well, maybe because they may see it differently than us older people, because we remember what the AIDS really looked like back in the days, right? They got a lot of medicine and stuff out now that you can live longer. But in the late 80s and 90s, when it was hitting hard, you was here today and literally gone tomorrow. So maybe we see stuff differently, right? So from what we have seen, healthy people, and it wasn't no H to the I to the B to the B to the B. That it was not that back then. It was strictly AIDS, right? So literally, you were here today, less than a year, you were gone. And you watch people disintegrate right in your face. I think back then, that's when they used to have that, whatever you call that, the leeches that used to grow on a face. I mean, they used to look really bad. Used to be scared to talk to them, be around. So they don't see the full effects of what we saw, because they have medication now. So they figure, well, I'll just take this and I'll just stay, my viral loads was just stay low. It wasn't like that. So maybe that's why us older folks are a little bit more confused and a lot more cautious and really, no, we're not trying to do that, because maybe what we experienced, they haven't seen it. You remember them days, Akesia? Sis, you on mute. Well, she's probably switching her phones. She'll be back. But yeah, so again, we see things a little differently. Even with the drugs academics, we see things differently. It was worse back in there. It was crack vials everywhere. Things was going on in the elevators, right? Again, we seen people like they see it, but not when it was like so rampant. So maybe we take things a little bit more serious than them. We take things a lot more serious than them. Like they to them, oh, as you got bumps in your thing, who cares, right? Or we go to clinic and just nah. When people was dropping like flies from that AIDS, like flies, a lot of people lost their relatives, their parents, everything. Wasn't no damn medicine. So to hear this, it baffles a lot of us. And they joke around by saying, you may get the STDs, you may have, they think it's a joke. But if they was in the era that we was in, it wasn't no damn joke. You good now, sis?
Yeah, where I am, I guess the internet service or whatever, they're telling me when I log in, it's saying that Twitter is down and it's something to do with StreamYard. I guess they own it or something like that. That's the notification that I'm getting. So if it drops again, it's that's happening.
All
But
right, but
hopefully I won't drop again.
yeah, but you heard what I was saying, like what we saw and what they see. Hey, no one matters.
Yeah.
If you heard what I was saying about what we seen back in the late 80s and 90s with the real AIDS, like I said, you would literally here today, gone tomorrow. People lost a lot of their family members. And back then it wasn't just because it unprotected. That's if you was on, if you was an addict and you was on, if you stuck that needle in your arm, right? There was a lot of people sticking, a lot of people was catching it like that. Men was bringing it home, but
Yeah.
again,
Mhm.
again, they did not have the medication. It wasn't like, oh, I got the H to the I to the V to the V. You know, you got to try to say it smoothly. It wasn't. You just strictly, you had straight up, and then 1 minute. I remember they had the big old lesions on their face.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really sad, and especially when you went to certain areas, they had the hospitals for the people who had it, and these people, they was all young. A lot of them didn't make it to 30 years old, 35 years old. And they, if you ever went into one of them, the hospitals where they was in the end stages, that was the worst thing to see ever. So we see things a lot more. We don't play around with that. They
My
know.
pastor used to say that he would go and visit people in the hospital and they would have a cough, and it would be called known as the death cough or the death rattle.
Well, we didn't need to go. We didn't need to. We seen it. We buried them. We buried them. That was a sad sight to see. But be again, they got the medicine. He turned into an AI. You know, he probably did that with his fake self. He gonna be fake for the rest of his life. The real ain't in him.
Who turned it into an AI? TKO?
Uh huh.
Mm-mm. That's a somebody from the underworld in a meat suit. That's what that is.
And people lose their house. It is, and you could tell when you're a straight up narcissist slash sociopath. They have no cares, no worries, right? And like that girl said, y'all cannot believe again. She put her story out to warn other people. She ain't
Yeah.
none of them. None of them said feel sorry for me. They say, yeah, I'll eat that, but I have to tell my story, right? So again, y'all want to still mess with the TKO? Go right ahead. You gonna have a story too. Anybody mess with this man gonna have a story too. But the purpose of me stopping it because everybody worrying about Amani. Amani has her role to play. She was the same groomer, just like a Aya. They get you in there. She get the women up in there. Mm-hmm. As far as her getting beat or whatever, that's what the bottom bees get. But you know, when she got that little chain and stuff on, and he got her all glamorized because he likes to keep up with this fake ass uh music so loud. So keep up with this keep up with this fake world, this fake life, you know, like figuring, and it's sad. And I always tell you guys, people who you assume got money or people who have money, we can't stop giving them money. We know these people will be worth $1 billion. Everything they got. No, he got two other girls already. He been had the two other new drip, whatever you want to call them. But he got two other girls there. They just had the auditions and all one, but she ain't got him to herself. She doesn't want him to herself. What she gonna do? She got to spread the behind whippings out. Right? She got to spread them behind whippings around. Like, damn it, I can't get beat every day. You want to call another girl up in here. Tear her up now. Shit. And get another one too. Get to me on the seventh day, right? Mm. to. So
Yeah, because
we
they
don't
want some
know.
of that relief off them. That I see, like, well, I don't want to say I see, but I think that's how Tiny is with Ti. You know,
Mhm. I think that's why Tiny got back with the
can you
group
hear me?
so she could travel and stuff. And then he got to still do his performances and stuff. So I think
Yeah,
that's why she,
yeah,
because
definitely.
he made her stop
Yeah,
at one
because he,
point in time, right? And wanted her to stay home.
yeah, couldn't perform, and she was performing before he even became a performer.
Because remember, in the beginning, she had the money. So, but like I said, I don't know, and we can't make like it's the new generation. Women always went after flashy cars and money and stuff like that, and then the end of that. So now they mad because we telling women to make your own money, buy your own flashy cars, so you ain't gotta worry about getting abused. So it's like with us women, damn if you do it, and they're like damn if you don't, right? Stay away from these type of men. But then once we start making, if they like it, and now they making it themselves, now that's a problem too. He trying to be the gift that keeps on giving. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, guys.
And I was on my way to Atlanta, but I did not know where I was going. And I live 2 hours away from Atlanta. So about an hour into my drive, he stopped answering the phone for me because he was mad, So I was like I'm on the road. I don't know where I'm going. Like, what in the world? You don't want to answer the phone. It's not that serious. So I hit up Armani and I told her, I was like, Capone won't tell me where I'm going. He's not answering the phone. So she gave me the address to where they were. So when I got there, he didn't really say nothing. He greeted me. He didn't say nothing, which was a little weird because I was like, I just left home. We were about to go to, I think it was the second meet and greet. So we get into the elevator of the hotel because that's where the address she gave me was. And when we got into the elevator,
Okay,
Capone
hold
was
on for a
like,
second, Castro. They seem to be lost. Okay, so you were in Atlanta, and TKO and Armana was in Atlanta as well.
yes, they had just flew in.
Okay.
And I can't remember what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to do something for him. I don't know if I was supposed to send him some money for something or whatever. But mind you, he had so many supporters. I used to kind of get irritated when he asked me for little things like that. So
Okay, hold
it
on
could
for a
have just,
second, Castro. Stop for just a second, beautiful. It's Valley Girl's story. So, Valley Girl, is it safe to say the story you're talking about is when he was having dinner with Korea?
Yes, it was around
Okay,
Christmas. I think like New Year's Eve time, Christmas time,
so
around that time frame.
he was
Yeah, but
eating
what
with
about
Korea.
it?
Not that I caught this. He was eating with Korea, and I think it's the putting the picture on the waitress. Is that one?
Yes, he was on. Hold on.
Putting the camera on the waitress. He was online and trying to put the camera under the waitress'
He
skirt.
did not.
And then when
No,
you
I was
say
sitting next to him.
Oh
He did
yeah.
not do that, y'all. I would if he
no,
did it, y'all. I would tell y'all he did that. He didn't do it.
well,
He
hold
tried
on,
to
because
put a
Korea, from
camera
what
on
we
her
was
under
looking,
her
we can
skirt.
look up under her skirt from because we were looking in the camera, the video show. So we're looking at his
Uh,
phone, and
Yeah,
from what we
remember
could
that.
see, it
Yeah.
was right like her thighs and legs were in the
Yeah, we
skirt.
saw that.
It was like it was. That's what it
you
was
talking about
supposed to be.
the waitress was so far away, so maybe I got to go
So
Mm-mm.
back
all
and watch the
It was
so
video.
no,
all,
yeah.
I
You
got to
got
all
to
go
I'm
look at
back
gonna
it
and watch it.
again.
say, all I'm gonna
It was
say, because
big.
she doesn't want me to like really disclose anything. She just texted
No,
me.
don't disclose the name, but
But
that's the incident you're
all
talking about. But go ahead.
right, and all I'm gonna say is that if it was nothing that the restaurant was like, the restaurant was sent a video, so it was up to them if they wanted to take action or not. So they were sent a
Okay.
video, and they, based off of
Right.
what they saw, they did what they did.
Okay.
No,
So
no, no.
what
But
she's saying is
they
it was her
asked us.
friend.
Yes,
Okay.
they asked us to leave. Which, if you see a video like that, you're gonna say yes, please leave. But it's the other stuff that came behind it.
But
But
from what we can see,
I'll look
Korea,
in.
you probably couldn't see our angle. I remember
Yeah,
this
because that's the
video because
first
I
time
saw
that
it on
something ever
YouTube.
like that happened. Yeah, that's the first time that something like that ever happened to me. So I was like, what the fuck is going on, and why are you kicking us out? You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it was
saying?
the
So,
first time for you, right? But he had that
but
thing zoomed in, And the premise was for us to get up under that skirt. Like all you had to do was lean in your phone. It was like there. Mm-hmm. That's what he was doing that for. He had no reason to turn it around other than that. That's what he was doing. But she just gagged the whole live and said that it was her people that did it. That's the gag.
Oh, okay.
That's
She said after the case is closed, because it's still active right now, after the case is closed, and then I will actually be able to disclose more.
Okay, so the case is actually still open, which involves TKO in that incident, and now she wants us to make sure
another
that we
case.
understand. Don't mention anything until the case is actually closed. Respectfully, thank you, Valley. Now we got it. Okay, now Cash Boo. Now we're back with you, so go ahead and finish up. So now, okay, TKO.
What type of
Anamani flies
freaking
in Atlanta.
nasty?
He's texting you to come through to eat, and you get lost. Okay, and now you lost, and he don't care. But go ahead.
It wasn't to eat. I think we were all. It was the second. Like there's been two like big old meet and greets here in Georgia. So I think this was the second one. And like I said, he wanted me to do something.
Hold
I
on for a
cannot
second.
remember.
Hold on. The same as last night. Ain't
Drip
no
idol.
trolling nobody in my room. If anybody else say Korea still want him and that, just listen. Y'all just want to, you can't troll her. You got the wrong room. That's all I'm telling y'all. If they troll anybody on this panel, they got to leave or be muted. I'm not doing it. You can't disturb my people in their peace. Because at first, all this time, y'all said that she hated our money and wasn't trying to help our money. Then when the receipts came out last night, now y'all see a whole different story. You don't leave her. Stop.
I agree. People doing interviews, people come disturbing your
Sit
interview.
your ass back and listen.
Or leave.
Go ahead, Cash Boo.
Exactly.
Someone in the comments said I was supposed to get the hotel. And I think that's right. I just don't want to misspeak. I can't remember what it was, but whatever it was I was supposed to do, I didn't do it. But I was already on the way to Georgia. On the way to Atlanta. So he stopped answering the phone for me, but I was already an hour and a half away from the house. So I'm like, what in the world? So I hit up Armani. Armani gave me the address. When I got to the hotel, we got into the elevator to go upstairs to the room, and TKO looked at me. He said, "How did you know where we was?" And I was like, I didn't hesitate because it wasn't a lie. I said, Armani told me. And the look Armani gave me was pure.
Wait, repeat that
She
again.
was like,
wait, he said, hold on. Start over. He said, how did you get here? Because I'm trying to do something. I want to hear that. What happened?
He said, how did you know where we were? And I told him Armani gave me the address. And Armani looked at me with this crazy face because we're in the elevator. She looked at me. She was like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. And I didn't know what to say because I'm like, well, how the fuck else did I get here? What do you mean?
I might play that one tomorrow, Nick.
That's when I stopped being so close with Armani because she kind of threw me under the bus. I didn't understand why. She lied. And then it was just on me. And I was like, so I'm just going to say, I believe Armani is a victim. I believe she's scared of him. And there's plenty of reasons to be.
So I don't know if you remember this, Cash, but remember when Madam Lowe had us on like cold case files and she was like doxing us and shit like that, remember?
And she told everybody that I leaked the address. She apologized to me in person and told me that wasn't true, that she just felt like I was a good story to say that I gave her the information. Yes, TKO was super mad at me, chumped me off, called me all type of names, and it was a whole lie.
So then that wasn't so because someone asked her, hey, why the fuck are you doing this? And she said, oh, because one of them misgendered her. Remember that private that he had us in when he found out that it was Armani that did it and he was about to kick her out of the house?
Hey, baby. What's up, Chrissy? Girl, that new song is fire. Congratulations, girl. Keep doing your music. Keep doing you, Chrissy, baby. It's always good to see my Chrissy. I'll probably I'll probably play her new song. So just in case y'all want to go download it, y'all could go download my Chrissy Boo. Go check out her song. Or if it's too young for you, see if your children like it. See if your children like it. But I be watching you, girl. I like her because her music ain't like these new people. She really got skills. Chrissy got skills. She got skills. But I'm gonna play something of hers today. But good to see you. I know you be working hard and you be in that studio, girl, doing you. And we proud of you, girl. We proud of you. But you right. Doodle Brown, Doodle Brown. But when you and Nicole together, that's why the closet was made. Cause y'all reckless. Y'all mouths are reckless. That's the Chrissy and Nicole closet. Damn it.
I do remember that.
Wait,
I do
repeat
remember
that.
that.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
Oh,
So,
Lo had
We
started a
love you
lot of mess
even
with
more,
that.
baby.
That was a big deal. Like I had like people trolling me. Like my number had got leaked,
Right.
and she told
Me
everybody
too.
I leaked TKO's address, and I didn't.
Mm.
I would never do that, But yeah, and she apologized to me in person. So
Right.
I don't
Yeah,
hold
she
no feelings
apologized to me
against Lo
too.
for.
Yeah, no,
so
I love Lo and everything like that. Like
okay, so the
she
drummer. Okay, but tell the story. So it was you guys got lied on. So what? Finish it up again.
so I kind of came in when they were I was on live when they were leaking my number. So I was just like, well, what the fuck did I do? And I think we were on three-way because you and I and him were on three-way and we were just like, bro, what the fuck's going on? Like you were freaking out, I was freaking out, and he of course he put it on him like, oh, he's bigger than us and he's got more shit to worry about and blah 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 blah. And he called us to a private.
Wait a minute,
And
I'm lost. Wait, we got to put names on this.
oh,
So slow down. So who are we talking about?
so when Lo was leaking our numbers, I had no idea
Okay,
what was going on.
so Lo was leaking y'all phone numbers.
Yes.
Okay, you had. Okay, go ahead.
So I was on live. I was getting everyone coming in my live, like, hey, she's doing this, she's doing that. So I got off live. And I was window watching like her live. And I guess TKO was as well. And he was getting mad at Cash Boo because she was flying stuff like, her messages like across the screen. I don't know if you remember that, Cash Boo. But he called us on three-way and he was TKO was yelling at Cash Boo, you just want to be seen. You're flying those messages. You just want to be fucking seen and blah, 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 blah. And we're trying to tell him like, no, like, we don't know what the hell's going on. We do not know what the fuck's going on. Like, why is she doing this? And he was saying, well, he's got more stuff to worry about and our stuff is minuscule compared to his stuff. And so he was making it seem like our issues were not valid. Like he's the bigger one. He's the big broadcaster. And when we just need to like, just wait, just wait it out. So we got into a live. It was he told us to come into this private live. And when we were doing this private live, he was yelling at Armani. And he was saying that she was the one that misgendered her and she did this. And, no, you can get the fuck out now, like yelling at Armani. And you can hear Armani in the background.
So who misgendered somebody?
I think it was Armani may have accidentally said something like misgendered on accident.
Okay, so
But
when Armani misgendered Lo, TKO just went crazy?
So he didn't know what was going on at first. So apparently I'm not sure how he found out, but when we got to the private live, he found out. So I don't know if she did it on live and someone said, hey, like, Armani, I don't know. I don't know. But we just came to the live after the fact and he was screaming at Armani and Armani was in the background and he was saying, well, you can get the fuck out now. You can get the fuck out now. Like damn near about to kick her out.
Kick her out the house?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Just because she had to apologize on live for doing that. I don't know if you remember that, Cash.
Yeah, I do remember just vaguely though, because it was so much confusion because everybody's like behind Lo, but y'all got to understand that Lo had like 7,000 people in her live, right? She was going off on TKO. She was going off on Armani. She was going off on everybody. And then all of a sudden she was like, and Cash Boo leaked the address. Thanks, Cash Boo. Cash Boo gave me the address. I was like, no, I didn't. Next thing I know, my number was leaked and I had folks calling, harassing me. And yeah, TKO didn't care. He was like, because he was trying to figure out, I don't know what he was. It was just, we were all confused because it started off as a lie. And like I said, it was one time I was in Atlanta and I met Lo in person and she apologized. She said, you didn't tell me. She was like, I just felt like it would get the app going and it did.
Armani about to get put out the house, go crazy. So when y'all say going to a private, what type of private did y'all go into?
It was
a big old private.
Right.
This got juicy. So y'all got a lot of tea. We learned today that TKO don't like Brandon and TKO be talking about Brandon and dogging Brandon out. And when Brandon needed to reach out to Cash Boo to get assistance on getting a Turo car when he was in Atlanta, TKO basically took Cash Boo's phone and said, you ain't finna help this nigga. You ain't giving him nothing. You ain't helping him. You ain't gonna guide him. And you ain't answering this nigga phone no more. Tell him I said it. Like, we learned a lot today. And this is the same Brandon that went hard for TKO all day, even though we saw TKO kick Career's ass, even though we know he has kicked Boss Life's ass, even though he know he's taking money from Cash Boo, even though we know that he wanted all of Valley disability money, he rolled hard for his bro TKO, and TKO calls you a...
I love how every time they say something, she recaps it, right? She has a channel, a YouTube channel.
Me too.
And she speaks more on domestic violence, which that's really like probably gonna be for my Tony T channel, right? But not really supposed to be, they done demonetized that, so I have to get them hours up. But we're gonna be into more of that because we have to keep spreading awareness. We have to keep spread. Oh yeah, Chrissy Boo, Jackie done wrote a book on us. We gotta check out Jackie's book. I have the book. My girlfriend took my book from me, right? Let me tell y'all. Because it's nice and it's simple, but what it is, she takes the train, right? And Jackie book, she read some, so she gets to read positive stuff every day in Jackie's book. Y'all making it happen up in this thing. We got a seamstress, we got a seamstress, we got a rap artist, we got an author. Y'all ain't no joke up in here. Oh yeah. If Jackie could drop her own links up in here, we gotta support each other now. But yeah, but my girlfriend took my book, so Jackie's going to send me one with autograph. So don't you guys hate. Okay. Okay. All right.
Sugar said I'm special.
So uh well, I'm gonna actually gonna play one of my I always used to play Chrissy songs in the beginning, but I had to stop because if she's selling the songs, I don't want to get hit with the copyright. Right? So that's why I had to stop playing it because I want her to make that money. So them songs have to be registered, right? So
Right.
right. So, but uh, th- uh drop the link up, but don't forget, it's y'all could go to Amazon and get the book. Write the title of your book, Jack. Put the title. No, even though you give me permission, according to copyright strikes, they don't go with what you say. It's in the I got a copyright for my own songs that I made. I like DJ, what the fuck? It's my own song, but once she registered it, even though you might could fight it, the songs that couple songs we made, I got it was there 50 because that's that day we were just playing our songs. I got a copyright strike for every one of my own songs. I said, God damn it. But this is the name of the book, right? So again, he thought, she thought, they thought. If you don't know how to get to www.citybooks.com, it's right on Amazon. It is right on Amazon. But that's the name of the book. Support each other. Support each other. And then maybe one day, let me see. Maybe Lakeisha do maybe a back to school special or something. I still gotta text her because you gotta definitely get Jackie information because I want you to send that to Jackie, but she gotta give you her measurements. And then
Okay.
I want summer coming. I want a couple of them necklaces so I can look cute this summer.
Okay.
And when I speak to you, you don't remind me, and you now I got forgetfulitis. You're like your sis. So that
I'll be forgetting too. Sorry for the background. I'm picking up food.
All right, let's get back to this. Hey, Nene, baby. My sister. Let me play my song for my Nene, baby. That's my sister. I love her. What she got? Uh,
My name, babe. Ours is for life. Got that bond tight like with chalk and cheese. We ride or die, no matter the price. Through the highs and lows we won't ever cease. Side by side, through thick and thin, we'll take on the world and never back down. Stronger together, it's not an act, it's within. Oh, sister of mine, you're my solid ground. Nay, nay, my nay, babe. Ours is for life. Together we stand like a shining light. No matter what comes, we'll face it alright. In the sisterhood, we're shining so bright.
Fake CEO on the back end and tells everybody that you want to be like him, you like his stilo, you like his style, that he out to get you, and every woman
hey,
that you got sitting
Tiffany.
around you, TKO was targeting your women Brandon,
Hello, darling.
CEO Keys, yo bro. Just to let you know the series of events in that order. I'm just the messenger. Okay. See, the panel discussion is really panelly discussion. If y'all want to be, put a two if y'all enjoying the panel discussion. Put a two if you enjoying the panel discussion. Put a three if you've learned some new tea. If you've learned some new tea from the panel discussion, put a three, honey. And put a two if you enjoying yourself. And if y'all don't mind, please gift these lovely ladies, gift the host, gift the Rhea, the boss life. Well, the two hosts are Rhea and boss life. Please gift us. We'll really appreciate it.
I can't
We're working
stand
with
her.
y'all.
She be
We
cutting
promise
up
y'all a panel
her
discussion and the
nickname.
girls are
God
here.
damn. I can't
Now,
stand her.
before we end this
Real
panel
quick,
discussion, I did want. Go ahead.
Real quick, I'm so sorry to interrupt.
They be cutting up. But Chrissy Copper here, oh God, they all get terrible. Terrible. They be cutting up. She said he got a really mustache. Good girl, bye.
Box 5. I'm just curious. I didn't know who that was.
Well, I was just about to mention her. Boss
Okay,
5
good.
is going to show us what abuse looks like. She was a young lady that was stabbed in her left breast by an abuser. And when he stabbed her in front of her baby son, when she went to court, she didn't go to court to fight against him. She went to court to beg the judge not to allow him to get in no trouble. She didn't want him to get no prison time, even though he stabbed her with a metal rod from the end of a metal broom right in her while she was, after he beat her he stabbed her in front of her son, and she begged and pleaded for the judge not to arrest him. She's going to show us what domestic violence looks like as well, because she has pictures. And she wants to show you guys her photos. She told her story earlier today, and we wanted you guys to see that she's a survivor and what her domestic violence looked like, if you guys are able to handle it and if it doesn't trigger you. This was another gentleman, okay? This is just someone from the comments, us just basically including the supporters inside of the story, if that makes any sense to you guys, okay? So, Boss Life, is there anything that you would like to share with the live as well?
I don't have anything to share. I feel like I got some things off my chest. I don't know. If anybody wants to ask me a question, I'm open to questions. So that's all.
Okay, so does anyone want to come up and ask the girls a question or two? Also, Venus, my love, when you get a chance, can you get the photos together? I'll show you how to screen share, or
I'm at work, so I'm just like, because this is passionate to me, that I'm sitting here waiting to tell my part. I did send them to you on your IG. You have to accept them.
Okay, let me send. Okay, all right. So go ahead and tell your part now. Go ahead,
So
my love.
I just wanna let people know how I fell into the hands of my abuser. My mother failed me. And when they tell you children are a product of your environment, believe that, because that's a true statement. I grew up seeing my mother with my stepfather. He was a drunk. He would come home every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. My house would be pure hell. I'd go to bed. I'd wake up to my mother screaming, running around the table, chairs being thrown, windows being broke, her running around the table because he was chasing her with an N. And I would try to get involved, and I would get, beat up, obviously, because I was just a kid. So on September of 2000, I was turned 14 in October. And because I didn't have a good home life, I was always running away. So the streets kind of took care of me. The streets became my family. I had an older friend that, I said she would say we were cousins. She was 19. So what's happened, I was playing in my backyard one day, and she came and she's like, hey, let's go to the movies. And I'm like, all right, let's go. So she didn't take me to the movies. She ended up dressing me up and bringing me into a club. And around 2 a.m, she's like, oh, I gotta drop you off home. I'm like, I can't go home. If I go home, my mom's gonna beat me up. So she's like, all right, just come stay at my house. My boyfriend's house, you could stay the night, then you can go home in the morning. Well, what happened was my abuser lived at that house, and I didn't even know it. There was like, this is, you could sleep in this bedroom, she said, because this bedroom is his cousin's, and he's in New York,
Damn it.
so you could sleep there for the night. So I remember not feeling comfortable. I was like, let me just sleep with you guys. She's like, no, you can't. I'm gonna be with my boyfriend. So I go in the room and she closes the door and I'm laying down with my back towards the wall. And he comes out of a closet that didn't have like a door, it was just a blanket. He comes out in a yellow towel, no shirt on. And he's like, I like you. And I'm like, hey, look, I'm a little kid. I'm a kid, I told him. You don't want me.
God.
I can't give you nothing. And he says, oh yes, you can. And I said, no, I can't. I never knew what, men were. I was a little kid. I was a tomboy. So he proceeded to land top of me and he put a knife at my throat. And he's like, if you scream, I'm gonna, end you. So I just laid there and he did what he did to me. And then I ended up getting pregnant with my son. I didn't know nothing about that. So I went to my grandmother to tell her about what happened to me.
Oh.
And so I told her, she took me to the doctor, found that I was pregnant. She told me, sit on the stairs. I'm going to go talk to your mom. So I hear my mother swearing and yelling and screaming. And then my stepfather comes out and he kicks me in my face with them cowboy boots. He kicked me in my face and says, get the F out of here, you tramp. So I just remember running. I didn't know where to go. And so that girl that I said was supposed to be my cousin, she took me to Providence, where I live now, and he happened to live there. And I ended up just like he said, I'll take care of you and the baby. And everything was so great the first couple of years. When my son was born, the first incident was we were at a park called Roger Williams Park. We went to go see, they were doing a thing with the dinosaurs. And my son was crying a lot. It was hot. He was 2. He was tired. He wanted to go home. And so he's like, he's embarrassed and, making a scene. He's like, let's go, we're leaving. As I'm putting my son in the car seat, he speeds off of my son. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm calling him like, yo, come back. He's like, I'm going to, end him. And I'm begging him, please just come back. You can do anything you want to, but don't touch him. And it's up for a whole hour. I'm begging him, look, if I have to call the cops, I'm going to. He's like, if you do, I'm going to end him. So he finally comes back, picks me up. And then I called my mom and I said, look,
All right, guys. Don't get me, but I'm gonna have to switch over, right? I'm gonna have to switch over, right? I'm coming right back live. Let me end
Okay.
this with my song. Of course, I'm about to end this with my song. Right, I'm ending with my song. And then I have to switch it.
Are you staying on this channel?
No, I'm coming out. Come on, I come back in.
Okay.
Smooth as a summer breeze, a podcast, the soundtrack to everybody's ears. Sugar Love, she's the queen of soul. Ooh, yeah. The podcast, the place where the stories unfold. Ooh, yeah. News and entertainment with a touch so sweet. She's the heartbeat of the community's beat. She brings the news with flavor like a cup of hot tea. Uncovering stories, bringing light to what we see. With her infectious laughter, she uplifts every soul. Sugar Love, she's the one who makes us feel whole. She's the one who makes us feel whole. In the land of real love, there's a love that's true.